Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and listeners of all ages and calibers. It is time once again to sit down, relax, and listen to the smooth sounds, be it somewhat untranslatable, of the one and thankfully only J.P. Cervantes.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
That was awesome.
Oh, man, Nate. So, everyone, this is an impromptu here episode. We actually were doing a business meeting talking about Knows the Films Group. We were doing about We Defy Productions and a new project that right there my man Nate is taking charge of. And we'll talk about it in a minute or what he wants to talk about, because there's a lot of stuff that we don't want to say. But anyways, we were doing that and we're like, hey, man, so we got a microphone right in front of us because we're doing a meeting. We got a video camera in front of us because we're doing a meeting. And we got our beautiful faces. So might as well do a quick mini episode of VTSR so that we can talk to you guys also about what we got coming up on VTSR, because season 2 is coming soon.
So soon.
So Nate, it's been what? Freaking it was February, beginning of March when we recorded our last VTSR, like a full episode with Mike and all that. And then after that, everything went to shit.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, everything went to shit. I went to the hospital. You had other stuff going on. Mike was busy working all the contracts that he's doing. But overall, it's like a lot of shit happened, and we kind of stayed quiet, and we kept in touch, but not as much as we did before. And I was missing that shit, man.
Yeah, because you were going through health stuff. I was going through some health stuff, and the world just seemed to be a stupid place anyways. It was rough. Definitely was rough. Now, being the intestinal and fortitude guys that we are, and determined, or just simple-minded, we got back to getting to do what we do. So, you know, we're here to entertain the fan.
So yeah, I know a lot of people were sending a message asking about what happened to me. I don't gonna get into details because really it's long. It's a long journey.
It's the only thing about your body.
Oh my God. So all I can say is I went to the hospital for a very simple, almost ambulatory surgery, and I spent a month in the hospital and then multiple months trying to recover from that. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And after that, I literally just got back early this month, started doing exercise again, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, slowly.
Great.
I mean, bro, come on, look at my skinny arms. I ain't gonna have those guns that you have, bro.
There's chickens that have bigger wings than you do.
Well, that's a fact right there. Actually, Coco, my small dog, got bigger freaking muscles. But yeah, and so I just recently got back to doing stuff, right? Doing meetings, doing business. Even though that the business kept running, I was really not in charge. Somebody else was running it for me. But everything kept running fine, and I appreciate all the people that gave me all the support and said, hey, anything you need, I'm here. And you know what is funny is going through all that stuff, Nate, you know how many people say, whatever you need right now, you tell me. And you know what? A few times, because I knew there was a lot of people that were talking shit, right?
Yeah.
A few times I go like, you know what? Let's take them on that. It's like, hey, can you help me with this? Oh, well, you see what happened. I really can't right now. I'm like, then don't fucking offer your help. If, you're just doing it just to, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, right? Yeah, we've all been there where people say they can help, and then you're just, I'm too busy. I have a truck and I can't help you move. Yeah.
And the funny thing is the ones that didn't say anything are the ones that actually showed up and said, bro, what you need.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best part.
I mean, I'm blessed. I'm lucky. I really didn't need anything. So it's not like, I was being a pain in the ass to anyone, because I really didn't need anything. My girlfriend took care of me very well.
Yeah, we have to thank her for that.
Yeah, I got to thank her for that. She did an amazing job. I mean, she's a nurse, so she knows what she's doing. But at the same time, dealing with my ass is a whole different subject, right?
Yeah.
That's not part of her job description.
No, it's not. By no means.
But
Because you were a bit of a handful.
but no, luckily I'm fine now. I'm just lucky to still be alive and be here, man.
I'll tell you what, brother, I know that I'm blessed right now in this very moment to be able to be here.
I know.
With you.
So tell me a little bit about you during that time that I was in the hospital and all that stuff. What was going on with Nate?
So Nate was dealing with his own unhealthy issues, but hey, I'm here, and I'd like to think that I'm sexier than ever. I did break TikTok.
What?
I had my account deleted. No warnings, nothing. I posted all my fitness videos, and they were like, a couple hundred views, and I appreciate those people who viewed them. And then I just posted 2 7-second videos, and 20,000 views and comments later, my TikTok was gone by Monday morning.
Bro, let me tell you, TikTok is a place for crybabies. I noticed that. Everybody cries on TikTok.
Here's the thing. I think, JP, that the new haircut. Let's just stretch before the show starts here, okay? This new 42-year-old version.
I was going to say, virgin.
This new version of Nate has definitely, maybe too much for the world to handle. So I need to step back from the limelight because it was pretty intense, So, but and other than that, the Weedify side of the house, as you were away, I've kept the projects going, and we built up some good projects that are about to launch, some good shows and some good outreach. So that we were able to do. What else have I been up to? I got into the fitness world quite deep. Weedify helped do media for a couple powerlifting and strongman events. So that was fun.
Dude, I saw some of those videos and I was like, shit.
Oh, yeah. Crazy, eh?
Bro, I was like, those guys are beasts, man.
And they make me look small at 250, right?
And the girls too.
Oh, well, the girls don't make me look small. They just make me look weak.
Exactly.
Which is always fun. And then what else have we got going on? No, that's pretty much it. Like, dude, we've been writing, we've been putting projects together, working on a few cool things. This one that we're working on right now, I'm not going to say too much about it, but it is super, super sexy. Super sexy.
Well, you're in it. It's got to be sexy.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be in it. I'll be well embedded in it.
It's got to be sexy, bro. It's got to be sexy.
Yeah. It's going to be very entertaining, very good, and hopefully the message that it sends stays on. It's going to stay on brand with VTSR and what we do, but that message is definitely going to be, along the lines of stay dirty and suck less, and just keep fighting. Don't cash out. I know. I just want to take a moment. Like we've both lost a few people this last year, and it's just like it's one thing to say, "Hey, man, I need you to help me move." People are going to bail on that. But when you reach out to somebody and say, "Hey, I am literally standing on a fucking bridge right now, and I need somebody to come talk to me," that is different. That is something that everybody should drop whatever the fuck they're doing and just get out there. And I've had 2 of those calls this year. I showed up. We talked. It was all good. You just need to talk sometimes. They're not asking me to help move, so I don't need a dolly and free beer. They're not asking me to help, put a catheter in their grandmother or some shit. It's just simple talk. And right now, the world is not doing enough of that shit.
Yeah.
And one thing I'd like to challenge you to do, everybody that's listening, is call 3 friends that you haven't spoken to in a few months or longer, just to check in and say, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? Life sucks right now, but I was just thinking about you." Something. Just reach out to them. 3 people. Do that.
And you never know. You might be reaching out to the one that needed to get that phone call.
Exactly. Right? Which you've got some pretty cool shit coming down the pipe here.
Which one?
Whitewood pipe? What's the closest thing that's going on?
So we got Let's Walk It Out is coming soon.
When is that?
Let's Walk It Out is going to be March 31st to April 9th.
Okay.
last year. So for the people that didn't hear all the other podcasts that we got, it's all the other episodes, right? Let's walk it out. Basically, I heard a lot of people. There's a lot of organizations, and because there's not just one, there's a lot that do the 2.2 mile run or rock, or I know one that do 2.2 mile with body armor. There's other ones that do 22 miles because I actually participated in one of those in Virginia. They do 22 miles, 22 a day. And then I was talking to a lot of people and they told me, hey, JP, that's great, but that don't do anything for my pain. And, I just go like, oh, okay, I understand. And months went by and I was like, keyword from all the people that told me that those events don't do anything for them. Or it's not that they don't do anything. I want to correct that because I don't want to take away from the people that are doing that. It's just that some people can relate to it. And I go like, well, why can't you? I mean, they're out there. They're doing this for you. It's for you, man. They're not doing it for anybody else. They're doing it for you, the ones hurting. And they say, well, my pain. And I go like, well, the word pain just kept coming up and up. So I decided, you know what can I do that will be painful? Not the same, because that mental pain is not the same as physical pain, right? But if I'm willing to take that pain and carry the burden with a rucksack for 222 miles, you can stick around for an extra day, right? I mean, that's all I'm asking. So
exactly,
I came up with that idea. Initially, it was supposed to be like me doing it by myself and figuring out how long it was going to take, right? And then do a GoFundMe, and as I'm going along, people are donating to the cause, and then it goes to suicide prevention organizations. And then I started talking to another guy, TJ, and he goes like, oh, shit, if you're going to do that, I'll do it with you. I'm like, okay, cool. Next thing you know, he sent a text to another friend, and he's like, oh, man, I'm in. And I go like, all right, well, it's not longer me alone. We're still going to do this with GoFundMe, right? Next thing you know, we got about 10 people messaging, how can I sponsor this? My company wants to be involved. And I'm like, holy snap. So it became a big event. Luckily, the Special Forces Foundation said, hey, you know what? We're going to bring that under us. If you want, and let's make this happen. And we did. And unfortunately, for all the people wondering, how did it feel to walk 222 miles? Well, I don't know. Because a few weeks prior to that, I was hospitalized.
How convenient. I remember the guys that would be like, on Fridays, we're going to the field Monday, but then Friday, they'd be like, oh, I got this pain in my ass. I got sand in places that I shouldn't have. And then they'd show up with these documents on Monday saying, please excuse little Pedro from going to the field. This is from his mom. He is not feeling up to it today.
Well, the funny thing is, while I was in the hospital, I started receiving a lot of texts, and they kept me laughing, man, because I started receiving messages going like, wow, I heard of privates coming up with really good excuses to get out of a ruck march, but getting hospitalized for a month, you really freaking outdid it there, buddy.
Like, you really wanted out.
And I was like, no, and my girlfriend can tell you, I kept arguing with the doctors. I kept asking them, can I do this ruck march? Initially, when they did the first surgery, it's like, oh yeah, you'll be able to ruck march that. Then when they had to do another one, they're like, well, maybe. When they had to do the third one, they're like, you definitely won't be able to do that shit. And it got to the point where I had drains coming out of me. And I told the doctor, well, can I do it in a wheelchair? Can they just put me in a wheelchair? He's like, yeah, you're just going to be uncomfortable. And I go like, well, I'm doing it in a wheelchair. Unfortunately, I didn't get out of the hospital on time for them because the team had planned already getting a wheelchair for me. That was hilarious. They're like, if you show up, you're doing this with us. I'm like, oh no, I'm planning on it. But no, unfortunately, I couldn't be there for the Ruck March. But everybody else that participated, they did an amazing job pulling through. There was a lot of pain, not only physical, but a lot of pain because it was the first time we'd done this. So a lot of learning curves, a lot of things that happened that we learned. But the event was a success. It was amazing. The amount of connections, friends, law enforcement, first responder that participated in that, it was amazing. Even the guys from Irreverent Warrior, they heard about it and they were driving by. They showed up, a few of them, and they did the walk.
Yeah.
I mean, for just one
Well,
day, but they showed up. They're like, hey.
Yeah, they'll walk anything. Yeah,
So-
it's awesome.
So with that said, after that, I said, everybody told me, well, JP, you created a monster. Guess what? You can't get away from that anymore now because they're going to expect you to do it every year. And I go like,
Yeah.
okay, let's do it every year. So now let's walk it out. It's incorporated as a nonprofit, and we just submitted for a tax exempt. So, and,
wicked.
so our next one is coming up soon. Let's Special Force Foundation is again one, is going to benefit from that. National Warrior Foundation, Off-Road Outreach,
Yes.
our friend Stacy. And then we got 22 Until None, a great organization that is doing amazing things for suicide prevention, suicide awareness, and outreach programs. And they also have like the emergency funds that they, to help people and all that. So like 22 Till None is an amazing organization. So they are on board this year as one of the beneficiaries from this event. So it's going to be awesome.
Wicked. And I will be there this year.
Are you going to do the whole thing? Or just
no, I'm gonna go see your mom for that note again. That fucking note.
I can recommend you to my surgeon. He'll make sure you stay there for a month. Trust me.
Yeah. Well, I will get down to the States for that one for sure, because that is on my list now.
That is perfect, man. Actually, in this one, we have a Canadian coming down.
Yes,
and I'm gonna mess up this name. So John, I apologize right now. John Archibald.
Archibald.
Did I say it right?
Say it again.
John Archibald.
Archibald. Yeah.
Damn it! I'm expert in freaking Canadian.
You the man.
Anyways, he's coming down. He's going to be a core walker. And, he got an organization called Wired Differently. And it's about the same things: suicide prevention, suicide awareness, and all that good stuff.
That's amazing. And I'm only making this gesture because my battery has not been charging, and I have 11 minutes left.
Okay, well, we better hurry this up. So anyways, so he's coming down for that. And VTSR related, man, I can't wait for season 2. And of course, Mike will be there because it's not going to be impromptu like this one. We have John McPhee, the sheriff of Baghdad.
Yes.
He was supposed to be a few weeks ago, but there was a lot of stuff going on and he couldn't make it. But we're coordinating with him to be in one of the episodes. We have Javier Ortiz. He's a former Black Hawk pilot and very, very successful business owner here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So he's going to tell us a lot of stuff and his tips on business and stuff like that for, for soldiers and retirees or veterans. Overall, how to be successful and not quit, basically, on your dreams. And then we got John Archibald also is going to be in the show at some point. So yeah, we got people showing up and saying, hey, we want to be part of that show and share our stories. It's awesome, man. Hold on. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. You're welcome, people. You're welcome. You're welcome. Stop it. But yeah, so it's gonna be a good year for VTSR, and hopefully we bring a lot of information and a lot of experiences to the table so everybody can benefit from it.
Well, if you know us, if you've been watching last season or just joining us, we shine a very bright light because we want people to stay the fuck around, and you're important to us. That
is correct. And and we just changed hosting platforms. So for everybody, now you can go to our website and actually if you go to anchor.fm/VTSR podcast, or just go into the website and just click the link. Yeah, click the link, Anchor FM. And if you go there, you can actually send us a voice message to the podcast that we can play in one of the episodes if we like it. Because if we don't,
we would love to hear your voice.
And there's also a way for you to support the podcast by making monthly donations to the podcast and keep us going. Because this is coming out of our pocket. Of course, Knows the Films Group is covering a lot of the expenses, but yeah. And Nate just left. His computer died. So we're just going to stop it here for now, guys. I just want to say I really appreciate your support. And once again, VTSR is coming for season 2 with JP, Nate, and Mike. So everybody get ready, buckle up, because it's going to be an awesome year and we got awesome guests. All right, everybody, you have a good night. And I'm going to say take it away, Nate, because Nate is already gone. All right. See you guys on episode 1 of season 2, which is going to be episode whatever number, because we're not going to start in 1 again. All right, everybody, have a good day. And remember, whatever you do not cash out. Stick around. There's a lot of stuff still to be done. That's why you're still around.